channel. So I am doing another full day of eating today. I'm about to cook some breakfast. I don't really like plan out my meals. Sometimes I do, sometimes I'll plan out like some of them. But today I haven't really had anything planned out. I did go to the grocery store yesterday, so pretty stocked on food. Right now I'm just gonna make a breakfast for Alex and I. I'm gonna do some eggs, some spinach, I just recently started buying these. These are like organic hash browns, and there's nothing in here except for potatoes. So I'm gonna do these and then a little bit of this. I've shared this before actually. I don't typically eat cheese at my house. Like the only time I'll ever really eat it is if I'm out or like it's just kind of like a treat. But I recently, like within the last couple months, discovered this brand, and it is like the best quality cheese I have ever found. So every so often I will eat this. So the ingredients in here is literally just organic whole raw milk, vegetable, rennet, cultures, and kosher sea salt. And it says it is organic, non-GMO, cellulose-free, and gluten-free. All cheese is gluten-free, but yeah, this is literally the best quality cheese that I've ever been able to find. So I'm gonna throw some of this in the eggs, and then I believe that's it. We've been doing Brussels sprouts, but we are gonna be using those for like our Easter meals. So I'm gonna do spinach instead, and yeah, I'm gonna keep cooking on that, and then I'll catch you guys up. Oh yeah, actually, after that, or this afternoon, I'm gonna be making like a healthy version of like those Reese eggs. If you guys know the Reese cup eggs that they only come out with during Easter. I'm probably gonna be uploading this video after Easter, but technically tomorrow is Easter. So I'm gonna be making them today, and it's actually a recipe I got from Rachel Good Eats. I've made it, I think, once before. Super easy recipe, so I'm gonna film that for you guys as well. But yeah, I will catch you guys up when I make that. To run and take some packages to the post office for Poshmark, so I stopped and got my favorite coffee ever. It's just an almond milk latte from the juice bar that I go to. I talk about it in all my videos. And then I actually forgot to have them add collagen, so I'm not gonna have it now, but at some point I'm gonna have one of these collagen waters. I try to always have collagen every day. And this isn't sponsored or anything, but they did send me these a while back. This is just collagen water from Vital Proteins, strawberry lemon flavor. Not like the greatest, but they're not bad. And they do have 10 grams of protein, 10 grams of collagen. So this is what I'm gonna drink instead of adding it to my coffee. Also, I just wanted to like talk a little bit about where I've been with my diet and my nutrition. And if you guys have been following me for quite some time, you'll know that I have tracked macros for about 4 years, and it's something that I strongly believe in. It's the only form of diet where you don't have to restrict yourself from certain foods or certain food groups. You can eat proteins, fats, carbs, sugar, like literally anything. However, I'm obviously also very passionate about health, and what goes on inside the body and ingredients that we put in our body is really important, not for our physical appearance necessarily, but for our health, our overall health, preventing disease, preventing sickness, our skin health, just our brain health, so many different things. And so although I love tracking macros because it is not restrictive and it is something that I promote, I always want to promote it in a way that comes across still healthy, because you can track macros and you can see results by not eating healthy foods. So that's like a huge myth, that people think you have to eat healthy in order to be in shape. And the odd thing is you actually don't. You just have to be following a certain amount of macros every day. And macros is just your proteins, your fats, and your carbs, which add up to your calories. And your body wants a certain amount of each of those every day to maintain or reach a certain body fat percentage or body fat level. And when you reach those numbers on a day-to-day basis, you will hit that goal. You will be able to achieve a certain body fat percentage no matter what foods you are filling those macros with. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. But again, my point with all of this is I am such a strong believer in what we put in our bodies, not just for the way that we look, but for the way that we feel and for our overall health in the future. Also, with all that being said, since I have tracked for so many years, I have gotten to the point within the last few months where I have taken a step back from not tracking, like I still do track my macros, but it's a lot more loose. Like I'm tracking a lot more loosely for two reasons. One, since I have done it for so long, I have gotten to the point where I can pretty much eyeball almost anything. Like I could take an avocado, put it on toast, and I could tell you how much 40 grams is, like, because I've done it for so long and I've always used a food scale. So it's just really taught me all about portion sizes and how much of things I'm putting in my body. And that is why I believe in it so strongly, just because even if you don't do it long term or do it for years, or, you know, make a lifestyle out of tracking macros, even if you do it for a month, it's just, again, like I've said so many times in so many of my other videos, it's just such an amazing learning experience, because so many people just really have no idea what they're putting in their body. They have no idea that they think they're eating a serving of almond butter when in fact they're eating 3 servings. And again, even though I care more about the way we feel and our inner health, a lot of people do have goals to lose weight, and some people need to lose weight in order to actually be healthy and to maintain a healthier lifestyle. And so again, I do think that tracking macros is something that is so helpful, and it did totally change my life and my body. And so although I know it's not for everybody, and for some people it can actually be, you know, kind of mentally dangerous and mentally unhealthy, because people can become obsessed with tracking every crumb and every calorie. And you know, if you are that type of person, or you have that type of personality, then tracking macros would not be best for you. But if you are that someone that's like, you know, I've been trying to lose weight, I can't figure it out, or I've tried a bunch of diets and none of them work, or I feel like I'm doing everything that you're supposed to do and that's not working, or I've tried different diets and I can't stick to them, it's not realistic, it's not long-term or sustainable, I would highly recommend tracking macros. And I do, as many of you know, have a Guide to Tracking Macros ebook. It's super affordable, and it goes through everything to teach you how to track, what macros are, what they should be based on your goals and your personal body. And it has some of my favorite macro-friendly recipes in there. So yeah, it's just something that can really, really help you if you feel like you're stuck, or you just don't know where to start when it comes to diet and weight loss, or even muscle gain or anything like that. So yeah, that's the first reason. That was a long rant, but the first reason is because I do know loosely, or I do know how to track my macros without actually using a scale and getting out the measuring tools. And the second reason that I've started tracking a lot looser is just simply because I've gotten to a point in my life where I love fitness and health, and it will always be one of my biggest passions. But although it's a big part of my life, it's not my whole life. And so, you know, I don't always want to grab the scale every time I'm gonna, you know, eat food. I don't always want to be worrying about how much protein something has and, you know, if I'm hitting my macros for that day. So it's just, I've gotten past that point of, you know, fitness being my life. And so although I'm very conscious with my food and I'm very conscious with my macros, and I do still track by eyeballing things, it's just not something that is my world anymore, which is, honestly, it feels good. And it feels good to just live a healthy lifestyle for the purpose of just being healthy and feeling good, and not being totally obsessed with the way that my physique looks. And yeah, I don't know, that's just kind of where I'm at with everything. Kind of wanted to catch you guys up. But so with all the food that you see me eating today, I am tracking everything. I am still using MyFitnessPal, the app. But again, I'm just not necessarily measuring everything. I'm more eyeballing everything. With all of that being said, I'm gonna make the healthy, like, Reese's cup egg recipe. So I am really, really freaking excited, because Reese's is my favorite candy of all time. And this is basically the same thing. You're just using healthier versions, healthier ingredients of everything they put into a Reese's egg. So with that, let's get bacon. So this is what they are supposed to look like. I'm actually gonna add little sprinkles to mine to make them look more like Eastery. It's like the inside, oh my gosh, they look so good. Okay, so there's only 6 ingredients. You don't have to bake them. They are dairy-free, gluten-free, and they take a total of 30 to 45 minutes to make, including freezing time. What you're gonna need for the filling is 1/2 cup creamy salted peanut butter. You want to be careful when you're buying nut butters. Make sure there's no additives, sugar, oils, etc. Just try to get things, or try to get nut butters that just have like 1 or 2 ingredients in them. And then 2 tablespoons maple syrup, 2 tablespoons melted coconut oil, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, 3 tablespoons collagen peptides, which is optional, 5 to 6 tablespoons coconut flour, or substitute 10 tablespoons of almond flour. And then for the outer layer, you're just gonna need a tablespoon of coconut oil and then 1 chocolate bar. I'm gonna be using Lily's. This is the one that I'm gonna be using. So this is her milk chocolate one. And if you've never heard of Lily's, these are a game changer. It's it's chocolate that is sweetened without sugar. They use stevia. So yeah, these are pretty amazing. I mean, they still have, oh yeah, they are non-GMO. So yeah, these are like pretty good. I bake with these all the time. And I don't think they are dairy-free. Yeah, this one does say it contains milk, so this is not dairy-free. But if you are looking for like a dairy-free option, I would recommend eating Evolve chocolate bars or Hue chocolate bars. I'm pretty sure both of those are vegan chocolate, but they're very dark tasting, so they're good, but this is like a milk chocolate version, so I just wanted to do milk chocolate this time. Okay, so I completely burnt the chocolate because I did it over the stove, and when you do that, you have to be really careful because it can easily burn. So it wasn't like liquidy enough, so I literally ended up having to go to the store getting another chocolate bar, and then I just melted it in the microwave by like 15-second increments and then just kept stirring it. So then it ended up melty, so then I dipped all of the eggs in it. And then once the chocolate started hardening a little bit, I like drizzled a little bit more on top and then did these little sprinkles. I'm just waiting for that one to harden so that I can drizzle and do the sprinkles on that one. Not feeling super hungry, but I'm just gonna finish off this sushi that I bought yesterday. And then I don't use soy sauce, but I love coconut aminos, and it definitely doesn't taste like coconut. So if you're not a coconut fan, you should still like this. So it's basically just a healthier version of soy sauce. It's really good also too if you do like stir fries, veggies in it. I make like Thai recipes with it, and yeah, I just love this. Little snack of the night. I'm just having Sweet Smarts. If you guys have never had these, they're so good. They have all sorts of different flavors, but this is their newest one. These are sweet chews, so it's kind of like a healthier version of Starburst. Or yeah, Starburst. I love like their peach rings too are so good. They have like a Sour Patch Kids version. They have gummy bears. They have they say peach rings, yeah. And then Swedish Fish. They're all so good. But yeah, these are their newest ones. They're amazing. So just gonna end the night with these, and I'm also gonna be ending the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.